Hello, everybody.
Good morning. Happy
Hello.
Friday. Look who I have.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
You guys, breaking news this morning.
Breaking.
Kirsten Sinema has just switched her party affiliation.
She's defected. She is defected.
She's not a Republican. Don't get excited.
No.
But she is now an independent. So she says that she doesn't think this is going to change her behavior or her voting patterns or whatever. But she just has always felt like she doesn't quite fit into a box. And so now she's just making her own box. So that is breaking news. And you discovered something about her.
She is she's a triathlete. I didn't know that. She's participated in triathlons. I was like, that's really interesting to me, at least. It's interesting to me.
Character.
Yeah. She's now she's not a ballroom dancer like Herschel Walker, but she is a triathlete.
Well, then you know what she needs?
She needs tart cherry chews.
She needs these in her life. This is from the makers of Super Beats. The Super Beats. Yow.
So early in the morning. I can't deal.
Same makers make these tart cherry chews. And you know what these are good for? These are for helping decrease inflammation after a workout. And so they're made with, they call them the tart cherry chews because they're made with a cherry extract. And it has, you guys, these gummies, which are delicious, have the antioxidant. I don't want to get this wrong, so I'm reading it. They have the antioxidant equivalent of 16 ounces of tart cherry juice, or that's like eating 100 cherries.
It's a lot of cherries.
One itty bitty chew.
It's a whole lot of cherries.
That's a lot of cherries, you guys. So it's very, very good for fighting inflammation. And if you go to mytartcherry.com/chicks, you will get 35% off your tart cherry gummies.
You should do it.
And it's free shipping.
You should do it. Totally do it.
Free shipping.
You guys, we have 8 tickets left for our meet and greet.
That's it.
8.
And then they're gone.
That's it. So if you want to meet us, I don't know why you wouldn't want to.
I mean,
because we are delightful.
We are a delight.
We are, especially me. After yesterday's debacle, everybody's so pissed off at Mock. I don't know why. Okay. I mean, I made her go to bed without dinner last night.
Oh my God, so many people were like, Jay-Z needs to give her a talking to.
I have. We had a come to Jesus meeting yesterday. Apparently, I'm a hero.
Stop saying that because people are going to believe it. And I was fighting with people all day going, you guys, Jay-Z doesn't tell me what to do. Nobody tells me what to do. I
totally do. I mean, I absolutely do. I had a cape on yesterday. I had a big SD on the back for Super Daisy. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed being the heroine yesterday. For once in my life, I was the heroine and not the bad guy. It was great. I enjoyed every bit of it. Anyway, so we have 8 tickets left for our meet and greet. You should come meet us. It was a lot of fun.
I could show people how to do that really fast.
Yeah.
If you're looking for tickets, there is the link. So I know that's kind of a mouthful, but like if you're able to, you know what, just ignore that and just go to our website and do a search on the word Camp Tono.
Camp Tono.
And you'll find the post where the link is in it. And then if you still want to get tickets, you need to get them fast because they're not going to last.
Right.
So anyway, not very many tickets left. Look at all these super stickers. Shelly, thank you.
So nice.
Travis Richardson, thank you.
Travis.
Jamie.
I always like the name Travis.
I like it too.
Yeah.
Travis.
It's a hot name. It's a good name.
Yeah, it's a good name.
I bet you played football in high school, Travis. Yeah.
Anyway, so thank you very much for all of that. So that was a huge breaking story this morning about Kirsten Sinema.
That was big.
Because I saw her trending on Twitter and I was like,
why is she trending?
What's that all about?
It broke this morning. Yeah. So early, you guys. Like, I'm in Indiana, obviously. Everything is like I'm just off. I got up at like 3:00 this morning, my time. It's freaking early. Okay. It's just early.
It is early.
Also, yesterday there was a big, what Mock would say, hullabaloo. My husband retired at his company yesterday. And there was some stuff that went down and I can't tell you about it until the end of the month. So make sure that you still are with us. I know that a lot of you are pissed off at Mock, but make sure that you're still with us until December 31st. Cause I can't tell you what happened yesterday.
Until January?
Until January 1st, really. December 31st, I can probably tell you, but there was something that went down yesterday that I got to tell you about, but I got to wait until he's officially retired. until I can tell you about all the
It's a good
hullabaloo.
story.
It's a good story.
It's a good story.
Yeah, it's been a week.
Because like you were texting and I was like, no way. I mean, there was some words being exchanged. By the way, the people too that I was fighting with on YouTube yesterday, like somebody was like, oh my God, the cussing. Because I wrote to, I think it was Mike, who was the meanest to me, who was like, you know, Daisy needs to put you in your place or something like that. And I was like,
I did, you guys.
No, you are not saying that to me.
I did.
So
I'm in charge of her. For sure.
So I had written back because, you know, you guys know I don't like to be told what to do.
Always.
And so when he suggested that I need to be put in my place just because he disagreed with me, then I just went like full ballistic and I wrote GFY. Because you guys know what that stands for. Because I was mad.
I don't know.
I was mad.
Uh-huh.
And then there were all these people who were like clutching their pearls, like, oh my God, the cussing. Do you guys not watch our TikToks every day? Like there's all kinds of cussing on the show. Sorry, not sorry.
I don't ever say those words. So mock.
It's
terrible. She's terrible, you guys. I'm gonna go get my cape.
Okay. I'm clearly gonna get a talking to after today's show.
Always.
Okay, so other big news of the morning. You guys are sending all these super stickers. Katerina, thank you so much.
William, you both need spanked. We've got a live one in here. Okay.
Luke, thank you. Luke says, love seeing you together.
Luke.
As Mr. Richardson said, on a side note, I love Beth Dutton as much as I love seeing y'all on my screen. That Dynasty catfight, Yellowstone style, was television history.
That fight last Sunday was awesome.
I don't know anything about that.
I know she doesn't watch Yellowstone, but it really was awesome, right? Yeah. It's really good.
You know what? Just going back to yesterday's discussion.
Let's not dwell.
I wanted to offer some optimism because people are super mad at me for being such a Debbie Downer yesterday. So I thought I would try to clarify where I do have optimism. Thank you, Beach Suit G. Here's what I should have said better. I said all the things that I said and I don't take anything back, but where I have optimism is that if the changes are made that need to be made, for example, if Harmeet takes over, right? If the GOP,
hopefully she will.
Yeah. And if the GOP gets its shit together when it comes to ballot harvesting, mail-in voting, all of the things that Democrats do, if we do those things, and if Trump is not the nominee, I think we have a real shot. I do.
Okay. We should have moved on.
What?
Okay.
I'm being optimistic.
You are being optimistic.
I really do.
But I do think if we need to make a lot of internal changes in the party. Yeah. And then yes, there's a lot to look forward to if we make a lot of internal changes.
But we got to make them.
Structural and logistical and internal changes in the party need to be made. We have to do that now. We have to do it yesterday. We should have done it 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. And so, we got to do it. And then be optimistic, and we can do it. We have to do it for our kids and our grandkids. It must happen.
It has to happen. And so I definitely think we have the ability to make those changes. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Somebody said if Scott Pressler is involved. Exactly.
Right.
So,
and then somebody said in the comments yesterday, because she made me read all the comments this morning about what they're getting, because I was so busy yesterday doing a lot of stuff here in Indy, but with my family.
And I was like, Daisy, everybody was mean to me.
I know, and I read a lot of the comments, but there was one in particular that said that our policies are not attractive to younger people. I totally disagree. I really do. I just think that we suck at delivering the messages of our policies, like how we wrap them, because like I've always said, we're broccoli and they're ice cream. Our policies are good for people. And they result in good things. They result in better things. They result in a better quality of life. We just have to be better at delivering that message. That's all.
Yeah.
And so it's just a manner of us talking and communicating to our children and our grandchildren about those policies. That's all it is. And so we just have to do that. That's all. We just have to do that.
Rhonda says now there's only 4 tickets left.
Oh, yay!
Looking forward to meeting you, Rhonda. Thank you, Joyce.
That's fantastic.
Thank you very much, everybody,
That's
for
awesome.
the super stickers. 4 tickets left. That's not very many. People need to get on the stick.
That's awesome.
Okay. So also, we have to help me remember this.
I'll help you remember. I will help you remember that. I will. I see the circle. I got it. So now she's got so many notes.
I have to cross out all the things.
All right. I see.
Oh, my name today. Okay. So just quickly, the reason for my name today, Todd Makita, is because Todd Rokita, who is from Indiana, Attorney General, he is suing TikTok. And so I thought this was interesting because you're starting to hear about a lot of governors. Abbott is one, Nome is one,
right?
Who are banning their state employees from using TikTok on government issued phones because of the threat to national security. And so now Rokita is going a step further, suing TikTok because he says that kids are being exposed to sexual content on the app, even though that's not supposed to happen. So he is saying that TikTok is in violation of consumer protection laws, and so he is suing them, which is an interesting little tidbit that I thought I would share.
Very interesting. Mm-hmm.
And I just liked that news story because it gave me a name idea.
Right, Todd Mokita.
Todd Makita.
And notice I have no name on here today.
Oh shit! I didn't even think about
it's
that.
Okay.
Oh my god!
I'm just a nobody. It's
no,
fine.
We can't have
totally
that.
Fine.
We
it's
cannot
fine.
have that. We need to make you. We have to have a name for you right now. What is it?
And Daisy.
But no, you had an idea.
CRAYZ. How about crazy?
CRAY.
Crazy. There we go. Because really, women love it when you call them crazy.
Yeah, that was another thing that happened on YouTube. People telling me to calm down.
That's the best. Women love it when you tell them to calm down, men. They love it. That's a just tidbit for all you men.
Yeah.
When you tell a woman to calm down, she's totally going to calm down. Like immediately.
Terrible idea.
This is right.
Terrible idea. Okay, so big story of today is the Twitter files part 2 have been released by journalist Barry Weiss. So first journalist that had access was Matt Taibbi. Now it's Barry Weiss, and now apparently they've started a new website called what is it called?
The Barry Weiss one?
No, yeah, the Barry Weiss one. There's a new website. It looks really good, you guys. And it is called, one moment, because you need, here it is. It's called the FP, which stands for the Free Press. And it looks fabulous. There's all kinds of different writers on it. It's there, and that's where they're going to have a lot of information about all of the Twitter stuff coming out. The deal is, the reason that they're getting access first is the only condition that was made is that they have to break the news on Twitter first, and then they can put it elsewhere. So that's the deal with that. So if you haven't caught up with the round 2 of the Twitter files, essentially what they showed is that shadow banning and what they called, what do they call it? Visual filters or something like that. There was a word that they used to not have to say shadow banning. Visibility filtering. That's what they called it.
Or VF.
So whenever they were asked, back when Jack Dorsey was still in charge, they would say, hey, is shadow banning a thing? And he'd be like, nope, not a thing. Oh, yes, it was a thing. And they used all kinds of different words for it. So they used things like do not amplify. They would mark an account as a do not amplify. That's what they did to Charlie Kirk. They marked Dan Bongino as a search blacklist. They marked other accounts as trends blacklist. In other words, these accounts, even though they were allowed to be up, would not get traffic. They would not be seen. They would not be amplified in any way. So it's all true. Everything we always knew about Twitter is true. And last night, this all broke during Tucker's show. And so Charlie Kirk, who was one of the people that was affected, was on the show. He also had the Libs of TikTok lady. He had, who else did he have?
Who was like, and there, she did nothing wrong. They even said out loud about Libs of TikTok lady. They're like, listen, she's not breaking any rules, really. I mean, they said this in internal documentation, internal correspondence. They're like, she's not really doing anything wrong, but we're going to go ahead and suppress her
because she's dangerous,
because she's conservative, basically. Yeah. So,
I mean,
this is what they did blatantly. They did this to conservatives all across the board. So it happened everywhere. We knew it was happening.
Oh my God.
Conservatives knew it was happening. And then you would say this out loud, that this is happening. And then liberals would be like, it's not happening.
Because Twitter says it's not. So
right.
You should believe your institutions.
We believe them. Yeah. It was a bunch of crap. We all knew it was going down. And then, it makes you wonder what's happening at Facebook. Well, we know what's happening at Facebook.
And Google. I mean, Google is the big one.
Without question. It's happening everywhere. It's happening everywhere. So then how does that affect elections? Well, thumb up your butt. Of course it's affecting all of that. It's affecting the way that we get information, the way that society gets it, and the way that they ingest it, the way they understand it. It's affecting society as a whole. It's outrageous what they're doing.
Travis, thank you. Travis says, why did we save an NBA star, not a Marine? We're going to get to that.
We will
for
get
sure.
to that. Yeah.
But first, let's just play this clip of Charlie Kirk talking about being shadow banned and what it meant for him to Tucker last night.
Yes. Did you ever complain? Because you understand the platform, so you knew that something inorganic was happening, something fake was happening.
Yes.
Someone's putting a thumb on the scale. Did you complain to Twitter about it?
Yes, I did. So I had a very warm meeting with some of the Twitter employees back in the summer of 18. I actually met with Jack Dorsey personally, where he assured me shadow banning wasn't happening. And I didn't really believe him at the time, but I said, okay, whatever, because I wasn't really experiencing a lot of what we consider censorship. And then 6 months later, 12 months later, I still had their contact information, and I started to write them like, hey guys, something's not right here. Silence. And then the virus happened in 2020, and you could not get a response out of Twitter. And then you would start to tweet at Jack and tweet at the Twitter management, and it was almost as if it became a wholly operated company that kind of changed their modus operandi from being somewhat of a social media platform to a Democrat super PAC. And I don't think they really cared. And Elon, praise God for his courage and his bravery revealing this. And I try to get lawmakers involved and other people. And I don't think we'll ever be able to measure the impact of what Twitter did to our voices online in the calendar year of 2020. The lives that were lost, the kids that really had speech impediments and delays and school closures, and of course, the outcome of the 2020 election all came from a censorship regime from Twitter.
That's totally right. And Twitter did this, we learned last week, partly because everyone who works there is a liberal, but partly because Democrats in Congress threatened them if they didn't do this. Republicans in Congress just...
I mean, it's outrageous.
Yeah. And I feel like suppression on social media platforms happened to conservatives way before, the last election. I mean, we saw it.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen it on Facebook way before. Like, my God, I can't, 2016, 2017, probably.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that's when it got really. It was during 2016. Right, that it got really bad.
It got really, really bad.
Yeah.
I mean, the algorithms and everything changed. So it's. I mean, on different platforms, conservatives have been squelched in so many different ways, and it's. So I'm interested to see if they're going to start looking into other platforms, not just Twitter. If this is going to open,
they won't, because I mean, Elon has opened the door of transparency.
It's like
he
Pandora's
doesn't have
box.
control over the other ones,
right? But I wonder if it'll make other legislators or just other people go, I wonder what's happening at some of these other places. Should we look and see? Is there a way to look and see, or is there? Because it's happening.
Oh, without question.
Yeah.
And it's way worse, I think, on Google and YouTube than anywhere else.
And Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I mean, it's bad.
It is bad.
And it just confirms everything that we already knew. I mean, the confirmation is a really good thing. I'm looking for my little Eden Pure thing.
What are you doing?
Well, because I wanted to talk about our cool little...
She's literally like walking around her dining room.
I just wanted to make sure that we had this to show, because you guys...
Okay.
There's a cool special on these right now. So if you are looking for a way of getting rid of nasty odors in any part of your house, like if there's a place in your house and maybe you've cooked something bad, right? My husband cannot stand the smell of eggs. So if I cook something with eggs, he turns this on in our kitchen immediately. This plugs right into your wall. It's just this tiny little air purifier, and it comes from EdenPureDeals.com. Right now you can get a 3-pack of these with $200 off, which is amazing. So you can do that if you go to EdenPureDeals.com and you use code CHICKS3. Don't forget the 3, the number 3. So not the word, but CHICKS and the number 3. You put that in as your promo code. You're going to get $200 off on a 3-pack of these. And I swear that you're going to use one. You're going to use all 3. Like, you're always going to have a place, even a car.
It'd be great
because
this goes in great Christmas gifts.
Yeah, and you can do it with a USB. If you have a port in your car, you can actually filter your car, and I do after a lacrosse game. Believe me.
Yeah.
So fantastic. Anyway, these are great. EdenPureDeals.com and use code CHICKS3.
Okay, so what am I gonna I forgot. Oh, our deep dive.
Oh, yeah.
You guys need to make sure that you check out our deep dive, because we talked about Botox Gate.
Because, Candace Owens started
and we actually had a little bit different of a take than everybody else, because we're old. So you may want to check that out.
We are, in fact,
older. Older.
Okay, so the other big story of yesterday was obviously the Brittany Griner release. And the trade that we made for Brittany Griner was with that Victor Boot guy, the master of death or whatever they call him, the guy that like tried to murder Americans, tried to sell missiles that would shoot down American planes. It was not exactly a fair trade to get Brittany Griner back. Listen to what Nancy Pelosi said. Look at her. You guys just pay attention to her weird ass expression and like her giddiness about Brittany Griner's lesbianism, because if you really look at the reaction the Democrats are having to this whole release that Joe Biden orchestrated, it is so about who Brittany Griner is and what message she can send on behalf of Democrats than it is about her even being an American citizen. Because as we all know, Brittany Griner, not a fan of America.
She hates America. Yeah.
So just look at Nancy's face.
Oh, today she is free to go home to her wife on the same day that we passed the Marriage Protection Act. So we are Respect for Marriage, the Respect for Marriage Act. So we're just, her freedom is a gift to the world, to all of us.
It's a gift to the world.
What is this? What is all this? It's always this with her hands like this. They're like webbed. I can't.
And she does this a lot.
It's like all of the hands. Yeah. Okay. So what about Paul Whelan? What about him?
Well, I'm so glad you asked.
What about him? And then also, as Brittany, when she comes,
she doesn't even want the national anthem played.
Yeah, but but now does she feel differently now?
Probably not.
You know,
which is amazing.
Has her perspective changed at all? Because I hope to God her perspective has changed just a little bit.
I would not hold your breath for that. I mean, once again, people are going to be like, "Why are you such a Debbie Downer?" Because there's no way that this chick is coming back thinking, "I'm so proud of my country. I love America." No,
yeah, after being in that crap hole, and then this administration brought me back when a veteran is still. I just can't believe this administration is a disgrace. They're just an absolute disgrace. This is what we did.
Well, and they're excusing it. They're saying this was our only choice. Here's John Kirby talking to Anderson Cooper about it.
The decision the president had to make between whether it was going to be Brittany Griner who got out for Victor Boot or Paul Whelan.
There was only one choice, and the only person that they were willing to treat with respect to Mr. Boot was Brittany Griner. They put Paul Whelan in a different category. They treat him separately. They treat him differently because of the sham espionage charges that they've levied against him. We tried many different permutations to try to get both of them out at the same time, as you might expect.
So that's what they're saying, is that they were only offered one option because apparently Russia calls the shots. And so now the message that Russia now has received is, we can just go kidnap random Americans and get back the most horrible specimens of people in return for everyday Joe Schmo Americans or American hating Americans.
Yeah.
That's the message that Russia just got.
And now that guy's back in business.
Yeah. And of course he's going to go right. I mean, he's probably going straight to Putin's house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And they're like plotting what they're going to do.
Like, woo! Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good job, Biden.
Just what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that they're trying to brag about, that she's black, that they're constantly talking about the fact that they rescued a black lesbian. That's what is important here.
Well, identity politics. They're all about identity politics. And this is the Democrat Party.
Oh my
and
God.
They make us weaker. So there you go. Congratulations,
I
liberals.
What is that? Oh, I know. Okay.
Yeah, oh yeah, that
story is so ridiculous because we have to talk about that too. But first, have we mentioned that we're going to have Omaha Steaks' caramel apple tartlets for breakfast?
We're doing that.
And you know why? Because we can.
With Bone Frog coffee. We're going to do
because you can just toss one of those Omaha Steaks caramel apple tartlets into the microwave and it's done in a minute and you've got yourself the most delicious breakfast.
Are we going to mention Harry and Meghan later too?
Yes.
Do that? Okay.
Yes, we are. We absolutely, because I have a clip from that.
She forced me to watch that last
I did not force you. You were totally down.
I mean, I did, but like at first she forced me and then I got totally sucked in.
Now, we only did it so you guys would not have to. Okay.
We'll give you a synopsis. We'll give you a total synopsis.
Oh my God. Okay. First, though, another story that came out. I don't know if this was last night or this morning. You know that freaky dude that is on leave from the nuclear energy department? That the guy that's like,
he's bald and wears lipstick.
he's not trans? Is he trans?
I think he's what's the word when you are fluid, but you're, what is it?
Gender fluid?
Gender. I don't know what he is. Anyways, he's a dude, but he's biological dude, but he wears like the bright red lipstick and he's bald and he wears dresses. I mean, I'm not lying.
The guy that's into puppy play.
Yeah, I'm not lying. He puts like dog collars on other people.
Yeah.
And then,
And remember, like it was what, 2-3 weeks ago that he was arrested because he stole luggage at the Minneapolis airport. Women's luggage.
Right.
At the Minneapolis airport. He'd been put on leave. I don't know if it was at the same time or right before that. You guys, he did it again. Look at this.
Luggage from Harry Reid International Airport. The 8 News Now investigators learning a felony warrant has been issued for Sam Brinton, a deputy assistant secretary in the Biden administration. Now he's accused of a similar crime in the Minneapolis-St. Paul airport. This is a developing story.
I mean, he did it again, like just now.
Yeah.
What in the world is even happening? And yet the Biden administration will not fire him.
No.
Like he's still just on leave.
He's handling nuclear something.
He did it again.
That's it.
What? I can't. Like, I just am so blown away.
This is the Biden administration.
Oh my
Again,
God.
with the identity politics. Because he's the first check your box, check your box, check your box.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's happening there. I mean, he's probably not qualified at all for the job. And I don't even know what the job is. It's like nuclear.
He's deputy like assistant secretary of management of nuclear waste.
Oh my God.
I
Like
don't
the level of bureaucracy there is just astounding. And that guy's going to get a pension. You're welcome.
Yeah. We pay him,
we
you
pay.
guys.
No matter what, even if he does get fired, he'll probably still have a pension for working half a year, because this is how it works. Thanks to us.
Oh my God. I mean, how do you steal it again when you've just made all the news for stealing luggage, which is so embarrassing? What kind of psycho are you to go and do it again?
The guy said he is nuclear waste. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I tend to agree.
Also, you guys have heard about all of these electric substations getting attacked by people, by random, like there was the one in North Carolina that got shot up and people in this county were without power for days and days. This is starting to happen now. Like this. And I don't know how we don't have like freaking Ring doorbell cameras on every electric substation. This is the basics, you guys. How we don't have these monitored. This is how long have I been afraid of the power grid?
That's like her biggest fear is the power grid, is like the grid going down.
I mean, and if they just do it one by one, if they do substation by substation, it's still my biggest fear. Like I don't want to be without power for days and days and days.
Yeah, because she cannot live without
I gotta have
TikTok, basically. She can't live without TikTok, you guys. That's I mean, let's just get real. She may die without any social media. She will perish within about 6 hours if she doesn't have social media.
I need to be able to see dog videos, you guys. I need it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's happening. I wanted to make sure that we mentioned that. By the way, it was interesting because right after everybody got mad at me in yesterday's show, Clay and Buck, for those people who listened to the Clay and Buck show, apparently my husband texted me, he was like, oh my God, Ann Coulter was just on Clay and Buck and she was, going on an anti-Trump tear. And then they had people call in and respond because people were like lighting up the phones, but a whole bunch of people, because I listened.
Were they saying GFY? To her? Is that what they were saying?
Some, but I will tell you, more people were calling saying she's right. Like Trump can't win. Like they were agreeing with her. And that's the thing. I feel like, Trump is losing support and people keep denying that. Like they just are saying that I'm lying about it for some reason. But I mean, it's clear. I pay attention to comments on various social media threads and you're seeing it more and more and more. It's like, I'm not making it up. It's not just a me thing.
Sorry,
do people not know?
I'm sorry, it was me. I didn't turn my phone off. I'm sorry, it's my bad. I think that was Trump calling.
Right.
He's bad.
But anyway, it's more people than just us are having this conversation. Like more shows are really starting to get in on this conversation.
Right.
My point in saying that is just that the primaries are going to be ugly.
Yeah.
And I think we need to brace ourselves.
I think they're going to be unpredictable. That's what I think.
And I think there's going to be people getting in that are like going to surprise. Did you hear that John Bolton is thinking about getting in? And I was like, dude.
It's going to be so funny.
That's not going to work.
I think it's going to be fun. I think we're going to have a lot of fun.
There's going to be a lot to talk about for sure.
I think it's going to be super fun.
Lots to talk about.
Yeah.
Okay, so we did that. We've done all the things on our list. So now we can get to this hearing that was taking place in DC yesterday.
You guys, I cannot wait to show you this. This is what I am like super interested in right now because I used to work in pharma a long time. And this is just fascinating to me.
So we're starting to get, obviously the jig is up, right? Like we're starting to hear more and more and more, thankfully, because of Twitter allowing it
for sure
to be out there. We're really starting to get more data, hard data from prestigious, medical journals, medical institutions who are saying, you know what, these vaccines have caused some problems and we need to actually own up to them and address them. But the severity of these problems is unbelievable. And you're going to hear some more specific data about that right now.
My story is pretty simple. Our story is pretty simple. Josh has done some work as well. The bottom line, can I get the next slide, please? The bottom line is we saw 2020 pre-vaccine and 2021 and 22 post-vaccine. There was a mix shift from 2020 to 21 of excess mortality from old to young. So in 2020, it was mostly old people. We also saw a mix shift in disability starting to rise in May of 21. The excess mortality has shifted so much so that it's pretty phenomenal what you see here in the charts before you. This is not my 64, the employed people of our nation covered under group life. They experienced a 40% excess mortality. As quoted by a CEO of an insurance company, just a 10% increase in excess mortality is a 3 standard deviation event or a once in a 200-year flood. So 40 is off the charts. What's interesting about this is that the general overall population experienced 32% excess mortality. This group life policyholder subset is much healthier in general than the overall population, as done by previous studies. They experience mortality 30 to 40% that of the general population. So something flipped in 2021 by 8 points.
That?
I mean, yikes.
Do you have the other one?
Yes.
Okay. So like, first of all, those numbers are astronomical, right? I mean, it's like, it's a public health crisis, you guys. And if it were any other time, public health officials, people like that should be in Fauci's position, right, would be looking at our country, looking at the people, looking at us and saying something is wrong. Something is seriously wrong. Let's look and see what the cause is for that something that is wrong.
And then immediately ban it.
Right. That's what they would be doing.
It would be like a huge deal.
It would be a massive deal. I mean, the numbers, the data is telling all of us that this is a crisis. That's just, the numbers are crazy.
Yeah.
But they're not. They're not doing that. Why do you think they're not doing
And they're continuing to push it. Like that newest, the bivalent vaccine, they've now approved it for babies.
6-month-old. Yes. Is it 6-month-olds? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for literal babies.
Yeah.
Like it's just completely whack. Terry, thank you. Terry says, supper last night, compliments of Omaha steaks, chicken kebabs, scalloped potatoes. Oh my God, those are my favorite.
I've not had the triple berry ones.
Triple berry tartlets? How have I missed this?
God, get in my life.
Okay, well, now
I know we need to get those. Thank you.
All right, so this next video.
This blows me away. Okay, because I used to write documentation. And so when I saw this, I was like, get out.
This is bad. This is very bad.
A few months ago, I looked at the package insert. I pulled it from the box of mRNA product. And, it was sealed just like I'm showing you here. I unsealed the box that the entire thing came in. And then I pulled this out. And this is what it looks like. So I'd like to show this to you. It is, sorry about that. It's blank on both sides. And
there it is.
It says intentionally blank on it.
That's the data that pharmacists and physicians are basing on giving the injections outside of mainstream media recommendations. There it is right there. Here's a good question. Why didn't they just print that on a piece of paper the size of a postage stamp? Why all the theater of folding it up into a great big piece of paper like that? Why?
That's what's passing for informed consent.
Right. So how am I to get informed consent to parents when this is what I have. I have a government that's telling me that I have to say safe and effective. And if I don't, my license is at threat. How am I to give informed consent to patients? We're seeing an uptick in myocarditis. We're seeing an uptick in adverse reactions. We have trusted these regulatory agencies. I have for my entire career up until now. Something is extremely wrong.
Yeah, something is extremely wrong.
Yeah, most people when they go to get, the V, they don't open up the package insert. I mean, let's just get real. You go into
they don't even get it. Like as a patient, you don't even get it.
You don't get the package insert. You just go get the shot.
Mm-hmm.
You don't do that. Like we were talking this morning, when you get like another medication, you'll sometimes open up a package insert, like if you're on birth control pills or if you're on another medication or whatever. Sometimes you'll open that. Most of the time you don't. But that's why I think a lot of people just have not seen, I've not seen this. I mean, then again, I wouldn't have seen this package insert for obvious reasons. but the thing is, I'm astounded by this. It's blank. Holy crap.
And they're still pushing it. This is what I cannot fathom.
I don't understand
the extent to which they're still pushing it.
Yeah.
Like what is, it's just, wow. Like
wow is right. Wow.
Just blown away by that.
I mean, you guys, the information that is on those package inserts, it is extensive, is detailed, and there is so much on there, and it takes years to get that on there and done.
Teeny itsy bitsy is writing.
I mean, writers and scientists and doctors and the FDA and back and forth, and it takes forever. And it's like, I just am astounded by this. Okay.
People are like, we've seen this a year ago.
I know. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, but that's like I said, it's obvious reasons why I haven't seen it.
And the problem is it really wasn't all over the news last year because it was squelched. So now, finally, we're having hearings about it. This is actually being talked about in congressional hearings. It's being allowed on social media platforms.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll stay on YouTube, but right now we're having to talk about it.
And Jill, yes, I did watch Died Suddenly. I did watch that. I don't think she's
haven't watched it
yet, but I did.
But
crazy.
I keep hearing all the things about it.
You can't watch it on regular channels. You have to watch. I think it's on Rumble and stuff like that. But
yeah,
it's pretty interesting. Mm-hmm.
Yikes. Okay, so like we said last night when I went and picked her up, I drove downtown to fetch her, and man, you guys, just moment of personal privilege. Can I just tell you how much I love not having to drive downtown anymore? Oh my God, I don't miss that drive at all.
It is not fun. No.
So went and fetched her, and we decided that we were going to take a bullet for everybody and watch the Meghan and Harry Netflix thingamajiggy. Honestly, because I was going to watch it anyway. Like I just have a morbid curiosity about what they were going to say about the royal family and how awful they were going to be. And just to give you a taste, because I mean, you can choose to watch it or just not watch it. But I do have a little clip from one of the moments that I thought was the most hilarious. We only watched 2 episodes last night.
I would have watched more, but her bedtime is 7 p.m.
I stayed up until 10 last night.
Mean,
that was late.
It's 9 o'clock my time. So, I mean, I was like, we can watch the last one. She's like, I'm so tired. So, yeah.
But there was this moment from, I don't even remember if it was the first episode or the second, where they're talking about, her meeting the queen for the first time and having to curtsy. Now, I think the body language in this clip is very, very interesting because he seems uncomfortable to me.
Yeah, he's a little uncomfortable.
I mean,
you learn a lot in this series. Everything is staged and scripted from the moment that they met. And so it's like these people are I think he was looking for a way out of this family. This is my personal opinion. I could be totally wrong, but I think he was looking for a way out of this family. I think he had a list of items of who he wanted to meet and how he wanted to get out of the family. And I think she totally fit the bill. This is what I think. And I think that because I think a lot of people think that she's like the Yoko Ono and like split up the band. And I used to think that, but until I watched some of this documentary, I think now that he was kind of in on it. And I think he was like, this girl is going to get me out of this family.
And keep me rich still.
And keep me, and I can still make a crap load of money because I found myself an American actress. And this is great. And this, and so much of everything of what they do in life is scripted and just pre-planned. And it's just weird.
And they're just such opportunists.
God,
I mean, it's nauseating.
It is nauseating.
And so here, there's elements that we were like, wow, that would suck to be, chased by paparazzi to the extent that they are. And that some of the attention is just super intrusive.
Right.
Obviously, a lot of that sucks.
Drama.
But to act so victimized when they're being paid $100 million to share this story. And then that's on top of, what she gets paid for that podcast.
And what he probably got paid from his daddy.
Right. And still gets paid from his dad. I mean, they're just a nauseatingly self-important couple.
Blowhards. I cannot with these people.
And so you guys just have to just watch his face during this.
Explain you bow to your grandmother and then you will need to curtsy, especially to an American. Like, that's weird.
Now I'm starting to realize this is a big deal. I mean, Americans will understand this. We have medieval times, dinner and tournament. It was like that. Like, I curtsied as though I was like... Pleasure to meet you, Your Majesty. Like, was that okay? It was so intense.
I just cannot stand either one of them.
I was so uncomfortable watching that.
The whole thing is just they're so dumb. They're just so like, we're so important.
Oh my God.
And their 18,000 homes and their Frogmore cottages. And I can't, like, these people are just awful.
And we're totally going to watch the entire series.
God, I hate them. I hate the royal family. I hate everything about it. I know everybody here, like, there's so many people here that are like, I love the royal family and the queen was great and blah.
I mean, she was great.
I'm sorry. Listen, she was fine. She was fine. Okay. But it's like, I go back to the whole, her death lasted a month. And like, everybody wanted me to be super respectful and like pay. I know, I get it. Okay. I get it. But like, this is why I'm American. Like, this is why I want no part of that crap. I'm American. This is why we fought the Revolutionary War, right? Like, I'm American.
You're going to make everybody mad today.
I know.
Like, I'll get to be the nice one.
She can wear the super monk thing. Cause I don't like the monarchy. I don't like it. I just think it's stupid and antiquated. And I know that they are all into that. I know some of you guys, I'm sorry, Stuart the Brit. But I can't
remember what Stuart the Brit, what his take on the royals is.
I'm sure. And I liked Diana at the time. I thought Diana was kind of cool, whatever. But now I just look at these people and I'm like, God, it's so important. I can't.
And somebody mentioned that what we were doing last night was hate watching. And you're absolutely
right. We were hate watching.
Absolutely right. Oh my God.
And Prince Harry, I thought at one time he was like kind of masculine. And that when you watch this, if you choose to watch it, he just is such a little, he's just so
soft.
Yes. It's so disappointing.
Yeah.
Because in the press, it further amplifies how the press makes people into what they want to make them. And for years and years, they made him like this bad boy. And he's like this like military bad boy. And he's all masculine. No, he's a total wimp, you guys. He's a total wimp. He's a ballless wimp is what he is. And when he talks, I'm like, ugh.
He's very soft.
Yeah.
He's
very, very soft.
And the little digs that they take at, Kate and Will. There was a moment where Harry said something like, I'm in this for love, unlike, other members of the family.
Yeah.
And I mean, if I were his brother, I would be like, GFY.
Yeah. Well, his brother should kick the crap out of him because that's what brothers should do.
I mean,
a good big brother would be like, you know what? Let's take this outside.
Right. It's bad. And we're going to keep watching it.
Yeah.
So.
Just cannot stand it.
So that's happening. Oh, props. GCQC, thank you. She says, where are your props? I want you to get out the tiny balls. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait. No, these are the big balls.
I should be holding the balls. Is that what it is?
This is what they should look like.
These are Harry's hands. Here are Harry's hands. It's tiny for his tiny balls, to hold his tiny balls. This is what he uses to go to the bathroom every day. The hold is tiny. There's another. I have to go to the bathroom and hold my. Cannot handle him.
Oh my God.
God.
All right. Anyway, we need to show your whack.
Oh, my wacky
so
guys. So this is really interesting. So it's just sort of I've helped raise 2 older kids, 33 and I'm now 29. God, I'm 1,000 years old this week. He just turned 29 Thanksgiving week. Anyway, it's interesting because this guy has a TikTok account. I just saw this, and I don't use TikTok,
but I'm showing it on TikTok because I know. This is the original guy. You know how that guy that we show all the time that says reasons that I've apologized to my wife?
Oh, this is the guy?
No. He is the one that is in your whack is the original reasons I've apologized to my wife. Chris Biggs took on that bit and just kind of
this is way too much information.
I'm just saying,
like, wait,
this guy does a whole series of apologies to his wife. He does texts from his daughter, which are hilarious.
Okay, well, this guy is like, these are kids that are freshmen in college, and it's texts from your kid who just started college, and these kids are so dumb. They're so dumb, you guys. Like, it makes me wonder, what are we doing to our kids? Are we dumbing them down so much that they ask? I don't remember my kids, our older kids, ever asking these sorts of questions. I just don't.
Well, kids now don't know how to do anything.
They are true. Like, what are we doing? Are we just not teaching them anything? Like it's a testament to bad parenting. Don't you think?
It's a problem. It's a problem. Okay, and this is the Leighton Show. I don't remember what this guy's first name is, but he's very, very popular on the TikTok. And here is Daisy's Zack-a-whack.
All right, I can't really stop with these texts from your college freshman. Son asked if Italian was a language.
What?
Wow, I thought it was just an accent.
What?
2 students got in a car accident and exchanged health insurance info. Driver pulled in front of us. Son screamed, "Quick, press the honk button."
What?
Daughter kept referring to her insurance copay as a cover charge. Daughter asked what blinker she should use to go straight. College freshman asked if the Pink Panther was a lion.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Kid asked me if she had a live birth. Nephew filling out a form, put 5'12" for his height. Boy getting ready for college. Ugh, I need a pap smear. Daughter thought the Brita pitcher refilled itself with the humidity in the refrigerator.
Oh
Daughter asked how I make pancakes round. If anyone's about to comment that that's a legit question, please do not. All right, I can't really stop with these texts from you.
Oh my God.
So this is the thing. These are 18-year-olds.
Yeah. Well, you've seen the ones where the kid, they'll do the skits where they'll call their parents and they'll be like, "Mom, what's my social security number?"
Yeah. Okay, like the social security number, I'm okay with. That's not like dumb as much as it is they can't remember a number. You know, I mean, that's fine. But like, how do you make pancakes round? What are we doing to these kids?
I thought Italian was just an accent.
Like make sure you're teaching your kids some stuff, okay? Teach them some stuff before they go out into the world.
Just the basics, just like the common sense.
Like
basics.
How to make a pancake.
Okay. To be fair, my kid does not know how to do that because I don't make pancakes.
Teach them that they're round. You know? Just teach them that. That's all.
Like some kids are probably like, I thought that they were always Mickey Mouse shaped.
Oh my God.
I'm so stunned by this.
God. Like this. Yeah. So that was your whack.
Okay, so it is time for My Pillow Talks. We're going to start on a serious note because I don't know if you guys have been following this whole AI chat GPT phenomenon, but it's an Elon Musk thing. And so there's a new AI program. Anybody can sign up. I've signed up because I wanted to see what all the hullabaloo was about. And I've got 2 TikToks that we're going to show you for My Pillow Talks today of people who have gone down the rabbit hole to see how powerful this new artificial intelligence is. And you guys, it is freaking amazing and terrifying what it can do. I'm not going to explain it. I'll let these 2 people who have gone down the rabbit holes explain it. Here is the first one.
I am down a rabbit hole and I only have myself to blame. My son brought this to me and said, "Hey mom, check this out." And this is how I wasted my morning. You are going to be blown away with what I'm about to show you. So it's Chat GPT. And I went and created an account, and then I just got down this rabbit hole. I am blown away. I knew AI, we all knew AI was going to become a thing, right? We knew that it was going to happen, that the computers were going to be smarter than us. And I was like, oh, that's a decade or two away. Nope, it's here. It's right now. Now, this is not a Google query. This is not like where I'm going to put information in and it's going to search and it's going to go, oh, you can get information from here or here or here. It's actually creating original thought every single time you put a query in. Original thought. So, for example, I put in, just to play around with it, write a riddle about apples, and I got, in 1 second, I am round and red, sometimes green. Instead, I grow on trees and can be sliced with ease. I can be baked in a pie or eaten right out of the sky. I am sweet, juicy, and crisp. What am I? Well, I'm super excited about it. I'm having a lot of fun playing with it. But as an educator, I asked my son the question, doesn't this change everything about school? Because students aren't going to write their own poems or write their own papers. They're
Oh
going
my
to type
God.
stuff in here and it's going to crank out an essay and they're going to turn it in. And you can't see if it's plagiarized because
It's original.
every query is an original result.
Oh my God.
So what does this mean? Well, what it means is that we're going to have to change the way we teach in schools. We're going to have to actually ask people to not just go write essays and turn them in, but to have deeper discussions and deeper thought about that essay topic. And that is exciting. And just for the fun of it, I want to show you something.
Let's keep it on.
I
just a
typed
second.
in, what can I cook with chicken, tomatoes, and lentils? This isn't just an idea of what I could make. This is a step-by-step recipe
Oh my
of what I could
God.
use with those ingredients that I could go right now and cook in my kitchen. So that's it.
Unreal.
There's no more complaining about I don't know what to make for dinner tonight. Walk to your pantry, find 3 random things, type it in here, and it'll tell you what to make.
That comment's
I am
amazing.
down a rabbit hole, and I
Okay, so then there's another comment on here that said, I can't wait until AI is used to diagnose and treat illness instead of going from doctor to doctor to get no answers. And that is a possibility. Think about that.
Oh yeah, it's easy because think about it. The AI has all of the information, right? Like there's no limit.
I mean, think of
the knowledge,
and think of the people out there. And I'm sure you guys have done this, where you've gone to 7 doctors for something, and and they suck.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but the doctors suck, and you cannot get an answer for something, and then you just type it in. There, boom, there's your answer. Oh my gosh.
It's amazing. There's another guy that talks about his experience and what he used it for too. Listen to this. Oh, I have to turn it up.
From being a person to tell you about this new AI that just came out, because it is blowing my mind. When I asked it to do something, its response is so mind-blowing that I had to do the Jurassic Park like because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It's a chat AI tool. You can talk to it. It's free. It's called Chat GPT. It speaks every language and programming language. And I asked it very simply, can you tell me a short story about a frog falling in love with a turtle, thinking it would give back the usual gibberish. But it didn't. It gave me a short story about a frog falling in love with a turtle, and it's good. I legitimately cannot tell it was written by a computer. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end. It has purpose. It all is leading somewhere. All the characters stay the same.
Oh my God.
And they have, like, it describes the feelings. It's a little love story. And that is like the simplest thing that it can do. It speaks programming languages. You can ask it to write programs for you, and it will. You can give it code, and it'll tell you what's wrong with it. I don't want to be hyperbolic, but I got one of those like gut feelings like I got right in March of 2020 where I was like, oh God, everything is about to get real weird. AI is going to change how we do everything.
I don't like it.
Every
I don't
single
like
thing
it.
that you can think of, AI is going to be involved in that somehow.
I don't like it.
And I thought we were like, I don't know, 5-10 years away from that. And we would all maybe have time to prepare, but it's out now. And it's shockingly, scarily good. Undetermined.
Somebody just said AI wrote all my difficult work emails for me today.
I mean, you're never going to know what's
I don't like
authentic.
it. I don't like it.
Because everyone lives online. And so if everyone is using AI, who knows anybody ever?
Nobody.
Ever
It's already
again.
bad enough. Like one of the things, I went into my husband's work yesterday, right? Because it was his last real day on site. He hadn't been to his job in 2 years. He's been working off site for 2 years, right? So we go in, it's as a family. It was me, my husband, and my daughter as a family. We go in there. And I used to work there like years and years and years ago. I worked at that place. it's changed so much. Like you go to the cafeteria, there's nobody. You get food in the cafeteria. Okay. You go through the line. Used to be people, you'd be like, hey, how you doing? How's your day? What's going on? Hey, now you go through the line and it's like I don't even know how they know, but like I could be holding a salad and like you just walk through the line and like these scanners like scan your food.
God.
And it just is like, this person has a salad with whatever on it and it just scans it. You walk through and it just takes whatever out of your card or your chip or whatever, and it just charges you. I mean, it just knows what you have. There are no people anymore. No people exist there except for the people in the back. Like there's like 2-3 people making some food. That's it. Used to be there were food workers everywhere.
Yeah.
There are no people now. No people. And this is what we've become. My daughter and I, she wanted to go to Steak and Shake when we first got in because she's like, Mommy, there are no Steak and Shakes in Texas. She wanted to have those skinny fries, because the skinny fries are so good. And so she's like, want to go to Steak and Shake. So we went to Steak and Shake when we first landed. There were no people. I mean, everything is done by computers now. And it's like that. It makes me sad. I don't like it.
It's terrifying. And then you add in the robot killer dogs.
Right.
And you guys, we're doomed. We're freaking doomed. Okay. I don't mean to be alarmist.
Again, we're going to get emails. We're all going to die. Yeah.
GPT is not my fault. That is not my fault.
This is the thing. It is kind of scary. I mean, it's a wonder. Technology is great, but I don't like the fact that it's made us all. I get it. We're all online. We can all see each other. We can do this. You can see, like my husband joked yesterday because a lot of the people that he has met over the past 2 years, he's never met in person.
Yeah.
He met a lot of people on his last real day at work in person for the first time yesterday. And he goes, I should walk into work with this giant box around my face.
Yeah. Cause then people be like, oh yeah, now I recognize you.
Yeah. And this is the thing. We know each other like this. We don't know each other as like full 3-dimensional people, which is
why we have meet and greets.
Right.
Which you should get tickets to because they're almost gone. Apparently there's only 4 left.
It's weird, you guys. Freaking weird. I don't like this stuff.
It's very, very terrifying, but we're not going to leave you on that note. We are obviously going to make sure that you get some fun.
Where are the dogs?
Awesome.
Where are they?
Dogs. Like this one.
It's good. I love the way you just ended it. That's so great.
Also, you guys, if you don't think your dogs can roll their eyes at you, just look at this. Okay, play. And go.
It's not.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Hang on. Let me refresh.
Hold on.
It'll work. Hang on.
Okay.
I don't know why.
My stomach is growling. Can you guys hear it?
Damn it. Why is TikTok? It's probably China's like, we don't want you to see
China's
this.
mad because I said something bad about China. Or I said something bad about technology. And so China's like, she's not allowed to see it anymore. They really have to see that.
I know.
They have to see
okay,
that.
maybe I just need to reload it. Try that because like
see it.
They have to. Let me get to my lights. Okay.
They have to see that.
They have to see that because let me try the eye roll one first. Here we go.
Okay.
Look at the eye roll, you guys.
It's not playing, is it?
Yeah. Oh, is it not?
No, they're not playing.
Oh,
we're seeing it. They're not seeing
okay,
it.
hang on. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on.
They're not. There we go. It's us.
Okay,
it's
hang on.
us,
I
not
know.
them.
Hang on, you guys.
Okay, hold on.
Because I forgot I opened up a whole new thing. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh my God, he's like. He rolled his eyes.
He totally rolled his eyes.
He rolled his eyes. Yeah. Oh my God, I love him.
Okay, and then you guys know how we play you the singing chicken, right? We play the singing chicken all the time. This was a different sort of video with the singing chicken than what we normally play. Just a little different.
Oh my God,
than normal.
That was
Okay, and then you guys, you know how much I don't like the hairless cats,
It's like
right?
on his side.
I know.
So
You guys know how much I don't like the hairless cats.
yes.
I am not alone. So somebody bought a hairless cat for their kids as a surprise, and they
Oh,
were
that's just-
absolutely terrible. So you have to see that. Okay,
Okay, hold on.
watch.
Oh my god, I got you a present.
Ew! Oh my god! Ew, get that thing away from me! Is that yours? Dad! This cat is it?
It's ours! It's ours!
Oh my god.
That's my birthday present?
She's like, that's my birthday present. I wanted
What
a
do you
bunny.
think?
Will I get hair?
Will it get hair?
It won't get hair.
It's really sweet. Hold it. It's
Let
like
me
this.
touch it.
They're like dogs.
Will
They
it
were
get
not-
hair?
We're not happy with the
Please
hairless
tell me
cat.
it's gonna get hair. Oh my god.
Okay, and then lastly, this I'm sure this has happened to people that have cats. I know when I had a cat, you know how cats want to show their owners that they love them. They bring them dead birds.
Yes. Dead everything.
Dead
really.
everything.
Dead everything.
That's right. Sometimes though, the more clever cats will bring you live animals, which is even worse in many, many ways. Way worse. And this cat is getting a talking to about the fact that you don't put real birds in the Christmas tree.
Hi, I really want to yell at you, but I can't because you made a bad choice. I decorated my tree with red birds. Yes, I understand. I don't want you doing that. Don't you dare bring in live decorations into this house ever again.
God.
Do you understand me? Duffy,
Is that Duffy?
Yeah.
birds are outside friends. Do you hear me?
Oh my god, I love him.
Hold on, buddy. Or mama, I guess. Hang on, let me.
I love the conversation she has with the bird.
Do you want the bird feeder or the apple tree? Or do you just kind of want this little one you can decide for yourself?
I mean, at least he didn't kill it.
I know.
He's alive. He's like, I'm just happy to be alive,
That's
lady.
awesome. I need that.
He's like,
need
I mean,
my
I can stay with you.
Thanks.
It's a pretty area
Yeah,
that she
I'm
lives
sorry,
in.
that was probably quite the stressful morning. I didn't enjoy catching you any more than you enjoyed being caught by either one of us.
Somebody
Keep
said
the
that's
kitty in for a couple hours.
it's
Is that
a
all right?
female cardinal.
Best
Oh.
of luck to
The
you.
male is close. They mate for life.
You okay?
Aw.
I know.
She's so
And she's like,
docile.
bye.
She's like, see ya. God, this was crazy.
That was a stressful morning, man.
Ugh.
Anyway, that was those were your talks for today.
It's Friday, you guys.
It's Friday. We have
It's
actually
Friday.
a really busy morning.
We really do.
And then we're gonna
she
have a
lined
nice
up all
lunch.
these stupid meetings for us. What's that about?
I know we had because we're together and it's a
Okay.
good time to have
I'm kidding. They're
meetings.
not stupid. It's just meetings. We just have meetings. But yes, we have meetings.
We have meetings.
Mhm.
So
And then maybe
we do actually have
we have like a
this is
job. We have like a job and stuff.
It's a whole
yeah.
job.
So we have meetings this morning, and then we're probably going to try to have lunch together.
Yeah. We're
So
gonna
that's
have some
exciting.
lunch.
You guys, all right, you guys bring it in. We can bring it in. We can actually bring it in. You guys bring it in. Everybody bring it in. God, I have to have another spinal fusion. Oh my goodness. All right, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and we will talk to you on Monday.